Let's do some cooking.
The sandwich can't even fold on itself. You know it's about to go crazy. Chicken thigh don't lie. We kiss them with a little olive oil, garlic and minced shallot, zest down a lemon, steal their juice and add yogurt. Remember, if their color don't change, no flavor was gained. Now mix and marinate until you lose patience. Lay them out on a sheet tray with a rack and into the oven at 400. After 20 minutes, give them a flip, then back into the oven at 425. Make sure you let them rest a little bit. Chop up the chicken and into a screaming hot pan for a quick crust. I actually like to use naan, tzatziki, seasoned tomato, and we pile high our gyro meat. This is all it needs. And as always, now bismillah. This is fantastic. You already know. Salmon roll-ups. Every single layer got flavor. Make beautiful fillets out of your salmon. Press your hand down and run your knife through to butterfly it. It should look just like this. In a pan, cook down shallots and garlic. When it smells like flavor, add spinach. Generous amounts of salt and pepper. When it looks like Popeye's dinner, add a little heavy cream. Toss the mixture in with cream cheese. This is already a great dip on its own. The salmon gets seasoned, spread on that beautiful filling, and then just make Snoop Dogg proud. Into the oven at 400. They should take about 20 minutes. And as always, now bismillah. These are basically savory cinnamon rolls.
1 pot lemon chicken and garlic rice. This really is so delicious and so easy. Freshly minced garlic, oregano, sweet paprika, salt, pepper, the zest and juice of 1 lemon and some olive oil is the marinade for our chicken. Cook that in a nice heavy based pan for 5 to 8 minutes and then go ahead and set it aside. I'm adding some stock to the pan just to loosen up all of those crispy bits, and then I'm going in with our onion, garlic, raw rice. Stock goes into that as well, our spinach leaves. The chicken goes back in and that will cook for 20 minutes until perfect. I am topping it with creamy feta. You've got to try this one. This has become a new favorite at our place, fast and easy chicken gyros. The marinade is paprika, oregano, salt, pepper, garlic, the zest and juice of 1 lemon, olive oil, and then I'm cooking with a splash of water. It's so simple yet packed with flavor. And then to serve, I'm wrapping it up with tzatziki, tomato, onion, olives, and parsley. Save this one for your next dinner in.
That is good. So good. Oh, the flavors, next level.
Today, for the second episode of the 30-minute dinner series, we're making creamy Cajun chicken meatballs. The great thing about this recipe is that you can actually meal prep the meatballs during the weekend and defrost them and cook them anytime during the week, so it saves a bunch of time in that regard as well. But to begin, I'm just adding all of my ingredients as well as my seasonings to my ground chicken, and I'm going to form my meatballs. You should be able to get about 28 out of this recipe. Then we're going to pop them in a 400-degree oven for about 18 minutes and then get started on our sauce. So when our meatballs are done, our sauce should be done as well, which is perfect. In a saucepan with a little bit of olive oil and butter, we're going to saute our onion and our garlic for about 3 minutes. Then we're going to throw in our cherry tomatoes as well as our fresh basil and cook that for about 3 minutes as well. Add in your chicken broth and we're going to bring that to a simmer, and then we're going to pour in our heavy cream and bring that to a light bubble. Mix everything together, make sure everything is nice and incorporated, and then we're going to add in our seasonings. We're adding salt, black pepper, Cajun white pepper, as well as garlic powder and onion powder. Stir it up until incorporated, and then we're going to add our freshly grated Parmesan and make sure that's nice and melted. Bring it to a light bubble again, and we're going to add in our spinach, and then once that's nice and wilted down, we're going to add in our meatballs. Now, there's a bunch of different ways that you can serve this. I served mine on top of mashed potatoes, but you can serve it on top of rice. You can make it into a pasta, or you can just serve it with a side salad if you'd like. But you're done.
Stop throwing away your overripe bananas. Here are 5 genius ways to use them. Number 1 goes without saying, but you need to freeze them. The key is to cut them into small pieces like I'm showing you here. That will make them easier to blend and you'll have a creamier smoothie. Number 2, use those frozen bananas to make nice cream. It's the perfect naturally sweetened summer treat. To make a chocolate flavor, it's 2 cups frozen banana, 1/4 cup cacao, 1 teaspoon vanilla, and 1 tablespoon milk of choice. It's so good. Number 3, you can make banana milk ice cubes. They will prevent your iced coffee from getting watery and add a nice lightly sweet flavor. Number 4, I've shared this one before because I love it, but you can make banana milk, which you can then use to upgrade your cereal, smoothies, or just drink it as is. And number 5, you've got to try my favorite banana chocolate chip mug cake. You need an overripe banana, coconut oil, coconut sugar, your flour of choice, baking powder, cinnamon, chocolate chips, and walnuts. 2 minutes later, you have the perfect dessert. If you found these tips useful, make sure to follow for more.
This has become the mocktail I make every week in the summer. It's a fusion of iced tea and lemonade, which has the perfect balance of sweetness and bitterness. We're going to start by blending together some raspberries and sugar in a food processor and then straining it out to get rid of the seeds. Then we're going to squeeze lots of lemons to make lemon juice and then add sugar and warm water, mix that together, and then add the raspberry puree to make raspberry lemonade. Now for the star of the show, we're going to be using Pure Leaf Real Brew Tea in the raspberry flavor. Pure Leaf uses the highest quality tea leaves and no artificial flavors, so I love using it as the base of most of my mocktails in the summer. We just mix together the raspberry tea, seltzer water, and the lemonade to enjoy.